I'd like to continue with the phonics lessons. And today we're going to learn about the soft and hard sound of C and G. When C has an I, E, or Y after it, I, E, or Y, the C is going to say S, and it's going to be soft. So look at this word. We have the vowel consonant sneaky E pattern telling us that vowel's going to be long, or silent E, however you want to call it. And the C is going to say S because there's an E after it. So let's sound it out. Now we know the tools to break the code. S, ice, ice. Let's go to the next word. Again, C has an E after it, making the C say S. We have a vowel consonant sneaky E pattern or silent E pattern, which makes the first vowel say his name. Now you're able to sound it out. Go ahead. Did you get race? Race is correct. Okay, the next word. Here we have an I after the C. Again, it says S. And look, we have a Y at the end of might be a longer word. Remember, if it's a longer word and not a short word, usually the Y says E. All right, so let's try I first for that. Or it won't say ya because it's not personal word. So let's go ahead. S, it, I. Sit I. Is that a word? No, let's try E. S, it, E. City is a word, isn't it? City. What city do you live in? Okay, let's go to the next one. Here we see double consonants in the middle. Do you remember the rule with that? When we have two consonants, we divide between them. So we read the first part of the word first and then the second part of the word. Okay, we also have IR here. Do you remember the IR phonogram? Do you remember what it says? Like in first. Like in first. And because there's an I after the C, what does the C say? S. That's right. So now you can break this down. You can read the word, decode it. Go ahead. What did you get? Us. Circus. Circus. Sometimes you'll get real close but not right on. But you can figure out the word. If you get close enough and you use context clues, the other words around this word that you know will help you figure out what the word is. So sometimes you'll get real close, but not right on. Circus, circus. You can figure out it's circus. Okay, let's go to the next one. I has a C after it. That means the C has an E after it. That means the C says what? Okay, we have vowel consonant silent E pattern. I says his name. All right, break the code. What'd you get? Mice. The E doesn't talk. It's silent. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here we have a Y after the C. But look, we have another C. Do we have a Y after it? No. So is that one going to say S? No. It's going to make the K sound, the hard sound. And we're going to look at more words like that in a minute. Okay, we have and we also know that when we have CLE together, it's in one syllable. And we learned that before when we learned that the consonant goes with the LE. The letter in front of the LE, the consonant in front of it goes with it. And we know that says K. It's going to make the K sound. There isn't an I ear, Y ear. Okay, let's sound it out now. What did you get? You might have tried cycle. Did you try the long Y first? Remember, Y can say sickle, sickle. It's not a word, is it? Sickle, I. Try the I sound. We know it's not going to say because it's not first. Y only says when it's first. So I cycle. Cycle. Did you get that? Okay, down here again, we have E after the C. So sound it out. What did you get? Cell. Very good, cell. Okay, now we're going to look at words that have the hard C sound. If the C does not have an I, E, or Y after it, it's going to be hard. It's going to say K. It's going to make the K sound instead of the S sound. Okay, let's look at some of those words next. Okay, this one. C is going to say K because there's not an I, E, or Y after it. So sound out the word, and here we have our vowel, consonant, silent E again. Go ahead, sound it out. Did you get cake? Very good. Okay, look here. This rule's coming up for us in just a minute. G is actually going to be soft too when there's an I, E, or Y after it. You're going to see some of those in just a second. Now we know it's soft, so it's going to say J, J. Okay, sound it out. Did you get Kate? Very good then, because we know C's going to say K, no I, E, or Y. Same thing here. You probably know this word. What is it? Cat. Oh, A-R phonogram. We know that. A-R, what's it say? R and far. Now just put this in front of it. What do you get? Car. Oh, another phonogram. What does O-R say? Do you remember? Or. K, or, corn. Corn. Okay, let's see if you can read this one. What's the C going to say? K, because there's no I, E, or Y. Sound it out. Is this U going to be long or short? Short. One vowel, the consonant after it. Okay, sound it out. Club. Club. We have one more here, and we see a pattern here we should know. And look, the C is going to say what? Okay, sound it out. What'd you get? Crate. Crate. Very good. Now the hard G and soft G follow the same kind of rule as the C. G is going to be soft most of the time when there's an I, E, or Y after it. But it's not as dependable as the C, I don't think. I'm going to show you some words that don't follow this rule. Okay, we have E. When we do have I, E, or Y after it, though, we're going to try that J sound first. So sound it out. J. What'd you get? Gem. Okay, let's look at the next one. There's A-R, R-N, far again. Okay, sound this one out. What'd you get? Large. J. Try the J sound first. Try this one. Ooh, look, we have T-L-E. When there's an L-E, the consonant goes with it. So that we get divide right there. What's that part? Gentle makes what? Gentle. Gentle. So far, it's working, isn't it? When we have I, E, or Y after the G, it says J. Okay, let's go this one. Oh, what's ER say? It's one of our ers, and her. Sound that word out. You get what? Germ. Look at this one. Does it work there? Gift? Is gift a word? No. When it doesn't work, try the hard sound of G. Gift. Gift. Try this one. Can you figure that one out? Okay, G's going to say, try J first. Giant. 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 Can you figure out what it is? Giant. 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 Okay, look at this one. This is a word you probably already know. But does the G say G or J here? You know what IR says? In first. Do we call do we call a little person a girl or a girl? Girl, that's right. So again, it doesn't work here. Okay, let's go to the last one. I, E, or Y. That makes the G say J most of the time. Try it first. J. What do you get? Chime. Chime. No, yeah. I. Try I first. Ch with the Y. It's not going to say yeah because it's not first. But y, I, E are the sounds for Y. So try I. J, I, gym. I have to go to gym class. Okay, so in all those, we have a lot of those, we have the soft sounded G. Now we're going to go to the hard sounded G. Okay, look here. If there isn't an I, E, or Y after it, again, it's going to be hard, just like with the C. Okay, so look, no I, E, or Y. What's it going to say? G. Goat. That's right. Look here. Let's try the J sound. Let's try the J sound for G because there is an I after it. Jive? Jive? Is that a word? No. So it didn't work, so we might want to try another one. But this is really a sight word because it doesn't follow the rules anyway. And I'll tell you why real quick. It should be spelled G-I-V, and it should be give, give. But English words don't end in V. They end in E. So that's why there's an E on there, and it doesn't follow the rules. So it is a word that you could say is a sight word because it doesn't follow any of the phonics rules. It's one you have to learn unless you realize that all English words don't end in V. We add an E or some other letter, usually an E. Okay, let's go to this one. Try the hard sound. No I, E, or Y. What'd you get? Gate. Go to the next one. You probably know that word. It's go. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Okay. Look at that one. Does the hard sound work or the soft sound? Okay, so we have an E after it. So you would think it'd be over here, right? Making the J sound. But is that jet? Is that how we spell jet? No. The G's hard. G-at. Get. So this one is one that doesn't follow the rules too. Another one. Okay. It should actually be over on this side. Okay, look at this one. What's that word? Try the hard sound first. Gas. Gas. The S can make the S or the Z sound at the end of a word, but gas doesn't make a word, does it? Okay, let's look at this one. What's that one? So I'm going to say g. Gain. 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 Okay, go to this one. Try the g sound first. Makes game. That's a word. Okay, go to this one. What'd you get? We know NG, that's a phonogram that says what? Nga, nga. What'd you get? Gang. That made a word, didn't it? And the last one, does g work for that? Yes, it makes gum, doesn't it? Okay, that's all I have for today. That was a long lesson. Sorry it was so long, but there was a lot to it. So just remember when there's a I, E, or Y after C or G, the letter is usually soft. So it would say J or S. Bye for now.